West Ascension Drainage Consolidated District is called to order for August 2nd, 2018. You mind stand for the invocation? Bow our head. Dear Lord, bless this great parish, state, and city of Downsonville. Lord, bless all the people that stand up here to make the right decision for the people on the West Bank. Oh, Lord, bless all the armed forces service members who give us the right and freedom to make the choice that we do today. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Oh, we got one. Roll call, the only one that's not here is Mr. Anderson, Miss Peggy. Moving on to item number 3 is accepting the minutes for June 7, 2018.
Motion.
Motion, second by myself, no objection, motion passed. Moving to item number 4, approval of change order number 1 for Township Road Bridge. That change order is a $2,000 change order, an increase in it. This bridge was a state bridge that they condemned, and we had to get it fixed. And Bill, if you recall, we did a 70-30 split. So,
Move to accept.
I second that motion. No objection. Motion passed. All right. Item number 5 is also concerning the bridge. That is
Move to approve.
substantial completion. So, Bill made the motion, I second the motion, no objection, motion approved. Item number 6, St. James Assumption Parish Drainage Issue, Bayou Napoleon, Mr. Moose Peters.
Yes, Senator and representatives are aggressively working to finalize that project for St. James that hasn't been yet approved by St. James with their additional money. Assumption has approved their money and for the additional for the project, and also the senator stated, I think I was in that meeting, that he put in the application with the state flood program for $1 million. So that's
For what?
For this project for the dredging of the
For funding for it? Is that what you're saying? So tell me what's going on with the Levee Basin District?
In talking to them, they hadn't made any moves on anything yet. St. James hadn't put their money up, to approve their $100,000 that we approved, that y'all approved early in the stages of this project. And
Was my understanding that was contingent on the Levee Basin District doing the construction?
We're going to levy further right now. With the last meeting that I got, I talked to State Representative Mr. Brass, and they had one of the councilmen want to know why why Assumption didn't put up more money than what it had, and so that's why they tabled their $100,000
right
to move forward with it. And as of Tuesday, they was trying to get that put back on St. James.
Well, I mean, but we're still lacking $3 or $4 million approval of the Levee Basin District to do the work.
Well, they were going to dredge it. They were going to use their equipment and stuff to dredge it, as you know. And so,
Has that been approved?
They haven't approved anything.
I don't think they approved it, but they indicate that they were
They
okay
what?
with it.
They're in turmoil right now.
So, my question is, do we need a,
So did we put up? I'm sorry, go ahead.
well, that's what I'm asking. I just want to know, do we need a resolution so we can, but I thought we did that. I'm not sure.
I was going
For the $100,000. So we done our part. It
Right.
just, once again, and that's going all to the levy board to so they can do their document,
Right.
what you asking for, Bill,
They haven't
Was
raised
it
the
my
issue yet.
understanding that 100,000, whatever the number was, 200 and something
10,000, 210.
210, yeah.
210,000 was to do preliminary work based on the fact that the levee basin district was going to do the work, that that work wouldn't be done by a third-party contractor because it would take a lot more money.
Right.
Correct,
Right.
So-
you're correct.
So what I'm wondering is, I thought that our payment of that money should or was contingent on the levee basin district doing the work.
You're
Right.
correct, Bill,
Right.
but here's the problem. St. James have not committed their portion of it, so Lafourche Levy Board then will draft up that document based on those.
But we haven't given anybody the money.
No,
No.
all we need is all we have given them is that
I was gonna ask,
resolution that we will do this, and Assumption have committed
Okay.
their 10.
Okay.
The problem is St. James still haven't approved their 100.
And neither has, and the levy board has not approved that
Once they-
they'll do the work.
Right, but once they get that commitment from us, then
Right.
they gonna come back with, from my understanding, they gonna come back and say they gonna commit their 1.2 or 1.5 million dollars to do the project.
I was gonna ask that we do
I sure would like to get that.
I was gonna ask that we make a motion to, sign an agreement, subject to, the approval of the attorney and the chairman, with any agreement they come up with, so we could just kind of stay ahead of the game and we'll be done. We've already authorized our 100,000, and if they come up with another agreement, subject to approval of them, we wouldn't have to come back to a meeting or something like that, and just kind of speed it up.
Well, basically,
If y'all
what
wanna
their
do that.
agreement is.
But they ain't no telling what they're gonna come up with, with another agreement. But if they do, we get a motion and have him maybe look at it, the attorney and the chairman. That way, y'all approve of the agreement, then we'll be way ahead of the game.
Well, I think we're behind the game because with
Yeah,
the levee basin, we waiting on the St. James and levee basin.
That's right.
Nobody
We
waiting
not
on
behind the game. They not.
We're ahead of the game.
Yeah,
we
that.
way
that's
ahead
it.
of the game.
Well, I put it incorrectly, but
The levy board, like you said, needs to do an approval with their,
they need to
They
tell us they're
governmental
gonna do
entity.
that project.
Huh?
They need to tell us they're gonna do that
Yeah,
project.
yeah.
So,
but they're waiting on St.
Well,
James, I guess,
O'Neill, you've been in contact with
It's
their,
never been on their agenda, and right now, they just had a re-election of officers last night.
Right. They changed.
Of the board officers?
Yes. I can get with that lawyer, I'll talk to him every day. I'll talk to him and see where they stand.
can you
Right now,
verify that, what paperwork they gonna provide to us,
Okay,
all right? And
he's
if
not
that,
been directed to provide any, I can tell you that.
Right.
I talked to him about it multiple times.
but he have some legal opinion what he gonna
He
provide.
knows that they can do it, he's agreed that they can do it, they just need to commit to do it, they need to vote.
We need to get the board to approve that project, and
Right. Two boards.
well, I'm not particularly worried about St. James, until we get the approval that the levee basin district is gonna do the work. The whole thing is contingent on the levee basin district doing the work.
I will talk to the attorney again on Monday. I'm not gonna see him tomorrow, I'll talk to him again on Monday.
All right. Okay. Moving on to item number 7, driveway issue, Ms. Marvelette Darcy, update, Craig is not here.
The resident stated that they have an attorney, and so the safety officer then ended any discussion on that issue. And I don't know if
And told him to contact me, but no one's ever contacted me. So I'm waiting for them to let us know where they stand.
Okay. All right. I did speak to the husband of it, and I informed him that once you say the attorney, parish employees will not talk to you, so, and he showed me he would relay that message, so we are where we are.
As soon as he gets in touch with me, I'll get back with y'all and we'll see where we stand. But nobody's ever called me.
Item number 8, agreement with West Ascension Drainage in the city of Downsville. Mr. Moose Pierce.
We're gonna move forward, with an agreement as soon as we complete the inventory of our off-road parish maintained ditches and the addition of, our roadside drainage ditches to the inventory so we can track the work on the ditches, whether they're in the parish, the state, and the city, you know. So we're putting all that together with IT personnel.
Me and Craig had a meeting with IT, about last week, and, I seen him yesterday, and he said he was about 80% completed with that, so we should be having a meeting with him, Bill, to talk about all the
Okay.
canals and everything. Moving on to item number 9, 11th Street and Highway 1 drainage issue. Moose,
We met with the governmental and public affairs person from Union Pacific. I asked him to come down and look at and we took him to the site of the drainage issue. We also went on the other side of the Highway 1, St. Patrick Street, from Car Wash Drive to Church Street, and looked at that area to clean that up. The state was willing to do that area, and we had the state, Union Pacific, and everybody, and the guy, the gentleman said the corporate office now understands a little bit better the scope of work, and things are moving forward, and we are now meeting with the right Union Pacific guy, the governmental contact. So we should have some positive reports forthcoming, you know, on that one.
okay. Moving on to item number 10, Bonnie Land.
That gentleman, the covers were bought by that owner of that store. He's got a store in that area, and we just trying to make contact with him so we could finish the project.
Okay.
It's pretty simple.
I know all the points of contact have been met, so. Item number 11 is Highway 18 and Highway 3120 drainage update.
The LADOTD, or grading and blading the shoulders and stuff, and they're gonna, after they do that, they're gonna dig the ditches along the Highway 18 to the outfall at 3120. CF Industries has completed their riprap and culverts and the aprons and stuff, so they've completed their portion of the job. So the rain it was an issue this week, but the rain kind of slowed the project down, so come Monday, they're supposed to be jumping back out on there and finishing it up, so that should be done next week.
Comment on that. So, I rode by there several times. I've been by there, and that work looks good. I'm very happy that we're finally doing something about that water that accumulates on Highway 18 and during the heavy rains. I'm anxious also to see whether that, alleviates the problem. But they are out there doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate that. And
It was a good team effort.
good.
All right. Moving on to item number 12, West Ascension drainage master plan. Well, we'll just,
We working with the IT personnel, to complete the inventory of the drainage district, which will include adding new fields in the database, which will be beneficial for hydraulic modeling and map of the water flow and other things. So that gentleman is helping us and doing a good job for us.
item number 13, sandbagging machine, storage building.
We have a design that we've used on another project in the parish, a 40 by 70 feet design. So we're going to use that design to save money for that project, for that storage building, and the estimated cost on that is going to be about $160,000.
For the building?
Yes.
Is really a canopy, it's not a building. It's a canopy, just about.
Yeah, open air, yeah.
Yeah.
Open air.
Well, that's, about $75 a foot, something like that.
Depending on how big they got.
I thought we had talked about, I guess we couldn't use the old DPW building.
No, that was the original plan, but they was looking at how much it was gonna cost, and it just a hazard, period. They had to raise it up, had to do a lot of other stuff. And, plus, the way they projecting they wanna put it easier in to put traffic in to get in and out of, by the public work building where it is. So, machine can be mobile in and out, and you can use it for other stuff too, that building, that shade cover. So, I haven't seen the drawing yet though, Bill, but, you know,
I saw the machine, it looks nice.
oh yeah, the machine work beautiful. Item number 14, cost estimate for a new drainage project. That was, my idea. We got some drainage issue that we have a lot of erosion going around with some of the major canals that, drain the city of Downsonville, and the erosion just becoming a bigger issue as we go along. Moose, you got any information on that?
Yeah, we're working on 11 projects with, on estimates that you had requested. And we have 2 of them completed, and we will have more estimates on the reports as they are completed. The 2 that were completed were Catalpa Street, and that total was $194,534.72. And then the Bonadonna subdivision, which included numerous streets, that one was a little high at $637,748.50. And then we got 9 other projects besides that you had requested.
Right. And the 634,000 is the one that's going back there by St. Patrick.
Right.
And Bonnie Lane, and
Right.
everything. It's inside the city, what you
Right.
call them, and that's when, we had a couple houses flooded back there, and, Ron Savoy looked at that whole area of, upgrading that whole area right there, and this was the cost estimate for that. But this is inside the city, and it's, about 2 blocks, 3 blocks area.
Right.
To take care of. So, all right, thanks for that. Item number 15, report, Craig is not here, Mr. Moose Pierce.
We need a motion to purchase 2 dump trucks. You all have put in the budget for a grade all, which was approximately, I guess, $150,000, $160,000. And we were fortunate to have a grade all that we will lease purchase, that we will be able to buy for $1 at the end of the lease term. So that frees up $150,000, $160,000. I'd like to buy the 2 trucks that we have on lease, which will go up off of lease in about March of 2019. And if I can get that rolling, I will, by the time you order these trucks, it takes 3 or 4 months to get in, whatever. By the time they get in, we can make a swap on that. And that will...
What you need to order, I thought you have them on these.
No, they're going off a lease.
These,
So now you're buying new ones to replace these, you're not buying the trucks that are on lease.
it's not a deal like we have right now.
Right.
So
Those were pure
Ron and
leases.
everybody had looked at those numbers.
Right.
And, they wanted to at least order them a year in advance. Well, they had to order them, they say, starting about a year in advance, they type of this. And so when Moose took over, now they have confirmed that dollar for that excavator. And so they'd like to order and use that money there to buy the 2 dump trucks.
And that way we want everything on lease and all your equipment that you guys have,
Well, when do you have to pay for it? You're not
Next
gonna
year.
pay for it till March? You
Gotta
gotta
pay
put
for
it
it
put it in the 2019
but
budget.
I'm gonna try to pay for it this year. I can order and try to pay for it this year.
Well, you don't have any money. Show me where you got the money.
We got the money on the lease, on the excavator that you had put in there to buy, that you don't have to buy, because
It's $266,000.
you're gonna have
But
that
you've
money.
got right now,
because
you've got through the month of June, you've spent more than half of what you had for acquisition of equipment. So in the first 6 months, you spent more than half.
Right, but we have it in the budget. That 266, that's that encumbered for that, for that equipment, you know,
For what equipment,
for
266?
that,
I don't know, I need to get it, I'd like
for
to know how it works in this budget. Show me where it works in this budget. Where is it coming out of in this budget?
you coming out of the acquisition for equipment, you budgeted, 756,000.
And you got a remaining balance of 340. And you're halfway through the year.
Right. So that encumbrance,
Oh, no.
that encumbrance,
You got less than half left.
Yeah, but we took out something. Remember we took out from not buying something. They wanted to purchase something. We took it out. I can't recall what it is, but we'll get back with finance on that.
in that figure, you have the money that you're not gonna spend on the excavator, on a grader.
Well, I can't see that in the budget. I can't see that. It doesn't, I don't see that here.
It's not itemized on that, but I can get it, you know?
Yeah, okay. And then if it's 2019, I mean, we'll pay it in 2019.
Well,
He's trying to pay it
wanna
out
try to
2018.
order.
So we have the surplus money right now. He won't pay for it out of this budget.
Well, if it's gonna carry over to the reserve fund if you don't spend it in 2018.
Then we have to do adjustment. We have to do an amendment to the budget.
And then if I don't order,
Yeah, they don't have a budget for 2019 yet.
if we don't order the trucks now, and we wait to 2019, and it takes a time to, the lease is gonna go up, and I'm not gonna have, I'm gonna have to do something, either try to lease these trucks again, which I don't wanna do.
Well, let's do this, Bill. We make a motion that we, prove it based on financing. After
Well,
we figure
based
out.
on that it's covered in this, in
Right.
the remaining funds
Yeah.
in the budget.
That's right.
It's covered, it's covered.
I'm not just taking that.
That's not a problem,
That's why I say make the motion.
that's not a problem.
Based on-
You can, I'll tell you what you can do. I agree with Mr. The Chairman. You can
With
make
fine-
a motion to purchase the truck subject to the verification that the money's in the budget. And,
That's what we
Yeah,
do.
well, that's what we just said. It's okay
that's
if you put it
fine.
contingent on the money being available
fine.
in the budget.
Right.
That's fine.
All right, that's our motion. I second that. Any objection to that motion? Any question? None. Motion passed. Okay,
Where were you found the gallon?
it showed up. Okay, anything else, Mr. Pierce, on your report?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Okay, Ms. Peggy, item number 16.
September 6th.
Okay. Item number 17, Bill.
Move to adjourn.
Second. Meeting adjourned.